Okay, if my model isn't moving, it's because I am. I've been working on this for 20 minutes, and I realized that VTube Studio updated, and it fucking broke everything. So I'm trying to figure this out, and uh, their support is like the most unhelpful thing ever because everything's like, oh, go to the Discord. I don't want to fucking go to the Discord. Just leave things in Steam where I can see them. Because my camera's connecting, but it's not it's not tracking. I'm so upset because it always does. It updates and then it breaks everything and it just doesn't want to work. And then trying to find help, it's like, oh, you have to go to the Discord and like stop updating your app. It hasn't been like borked, and every time, I, I I don't have a very good like. I'm not very a big fan of VTube Studio in general, just because I feel like the whole app, like, it has good functionalities, but every time they update something, they just break everything. And I don't know. It's just like I wish there was other options, or at least like ones that I'm gonna try different options. But my model's like frozen solid because I've, you know what? I'm gonna try and uninstall the fucking app again, and reinstall it because that worked last time. I had to do it like 3 fucking times, but uh, it's annoying having to do it every time this updates. For Pete's sake, I'm sorry, guys. I hope you all are doing okay. Uh, yes, I want. This is mildly annoying. I was hoping we'd be like free of issues, but apparently not. If there are issues in the app network camera, please make sure that your device is compatible and you have granted that. Yeah, after granting network access, yes, I did. I did. Go fuck yourself. I've been trying this thing for a good while, and it's incredibly annoying when I get stuck and there's like nothing useful. VTS iPhone. Let's see. The application does not start on my iPhone. Now it's scanning the fucking. Okay, hold on. I wanted to do something really funny, but all I can give you is this.
Walter, put your dick away, Walter. I'm not having sex with you right now, Walter.
Let's just go to the media room and then I'm gonna try and get distorted. Distorted. I'm an idiot. Okay. At least that's up. Just give me a second, and I'll be I'll just be shortly. Let me try to figure this out. In the meantime, I'll just talk about what I want to do today. So I've been working on a new method for designing characters. That's pretty interesting that I learned from Naoki Saito, which is just because I have to design some characters for like a project, and cool, invalid IP. This is the fucking worst. Seriously. Restart the app. Go to the fucking thing. Start the server, connect it. Camera still doesn't work. Okay, I'm gonna try doing USB. I don't like using the USB part, but it doesn't seem like I have a choice. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I'm unplugging this thing. Plug in USB-C. Let's see if this works. I'm not very hopeful because this app is ass. So let's see. If I go, let's try connecting via USB. Let's see. Okay, select. Okay, I guess that's not the problem. Maybe I need to restart my phone. Let me see. Isn't this fun, troubleshooting? I've spent so long on this garbage. Okay, so if you leave Wi-Fi, what do you mean leave Wi-Fi? Don't use cellular data. Is this thing on drugs? What the fuck is wrong with this? Okay. All right, well, here's what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna, okay, well, what's gonna happen is my model is just gonna be completely static for a good while. And also, hello, hola. Yeah, I'm gonna be completely static for a while. I think my phone is kind of messed up for whatever reason. But yeah, we're just gonna do some like design stuff. Just give me a second while I get some music. While I look for some music and okay, so today, let's see. God, okay, I have so many things open. YouTube. Also, let me open. Let me just open YouTube on my iPad because, yeah. So a few things. Let's see. Okay. Sorry. So a few things. Okay, so what we're doing today, I'm gonna go over it again. It's nothing too out of the ordinary. I'm just gonna design a character or start working on design. So it's gonna be something cutesy today. Nothing out of the ordinary. If my model is static again, either install now. Either my iPhone broke for a second because I was in a week. I went to the beach this weekend on Friday. Okay, and I connect. It might have been like some like Bluetooth thing. I connected to like a Bluetooth speaker that's not mine, and then my phone would not stop recognizing that thing, and it was such a hassle to get that thing going because it would lose charge and then come back in. And I think it messed with my phone or something. So maybe that might be the issue and not necessarily VTube Studio, and that's why I'm being a little unfair, but I don't know. Anyways, yeah, sorry for not streaming last week. I had a lot of stuff, but also I forgot the music. I am brilliant. I'm just gonna go with Animal Crossing music because we haven't heard that in a while. So let's go for it. But yeah, so let's see. Yeah, so I'm gonna design a character, and so the concept is basically doing a chibi character. So let me show you. So this is what I'm working on. This is an older design that I am working on. And basically the gist of this design exercise is to focus more on the silhouette, the bigger picture, instead of like trying to do all these little details, trying to worry about the anatomy and stuff. You focus more on not being necessarily anatomically correct, but more focused on what are some of the things that your character has. How does their silhouette look? Kind of basic body shape and everything. Their hair. And while doing it, I realized that it's much easier to work with than me trying to spend 3 hours getting their front body right when I don't even have the basic design done yet. But yeah, I mean, this is what we're gonna do today. This I have to work on my own because there's a lot that I need to get done with it basically, but for this one, I think we can do it together. And it's not that bad. Or at least I can get started on it. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I'm more into doing something chill today. But yeah, last week, I had a few things go on, mostly personal stuff. Where do I start? Yeah, okay, so first things first. I had an interview with a Japanese company, and oh boy. Okay, so I had applied to a job position in Japan, which seemed kind of interesting, but I forgot about it. They took weeks on end to respond, enough so that I forgot that I even had applied. And they responded. They're like, hey, we would like to interview you. It completely in Japanese, but I was assuming like, okay, well, the job position is in English, so I don't know why they're okay. But then, and the company seemed to be everything in English. Nothing seemed to be like, there was a few things in Japanese and stuff, but whatever. That's not the problem. I mean, I can speak conversationally, which was what they were asking of me. And what happened is that I took like 3 days to like research the company, learn what they were all about, and oh god, I was like hoping it was not gonna be in Japanese. I was like, okay, I can talk in Japanese. It's just like for a job interview, that's a little bit more of like, I'm really rusty and I can't get right. It's like trying to compile everything that I've learned of Japanese back and like trying to pick my book, so I couldn't. It's a video game company, so the job was just going to be something along the lines of a sales position, but it was basically like chatting with developers and stuff like that and seeing like, hey, we do localization and stuff. So that was the company. A bigger issue is that the entire communication is Japanese. I can use a little bit of Google Translate and I can get the gist of what they were asking of me. And yeah, I mean, they told me it's like, oh, I send them an email. When can we do the interview? How many days? Like what days? Here's my days that I'm available. And I was hoping they would interview me like maybe a week later, or they would have given me more notice of when I could interview with them. But they were very much like, oh yeah, so how about tomorrow? And I'm like, fuck, okay. I didn't want to look bad in front of them, so I was like, okay, yeah, sure, let's do tomorrow then. And when the stream was going to happen for last week, at least a Pokemon one, and when we did the interview at like 9 p.m. my time, it was entirely in Japanese. I was like, oh, is the interview in Japanese or English? And I was just like praying to everything that it was not going to be in Japanese, because I wanted like a fighting chance. And you know what? They turn around, they're like, no, it's in Japanese. Is that a problem? I'm like, nope. But I was very open. I was like, I'm a little rusty with Japanese, so I'm going to give it my best shot. And you know what? I did pretty well. But this one guy in the fucking interview, he was just like, you know, they gave me an hour to just talk. They asked me these questions, and I went super in depth of like everything that they were asking of me. And this guy that was in the meeting, complete douchebag, he was just like laying in the back, like arms crossed, and I was like, this guy's already not listening. I don't think he wants me. And like, he's just there. Like, I'm not sure if he was like a decision maker or whatever, but he was there. Clearly, he has some say in the process. And like after I've been talking, he just like his first comment the entire interview. Keep in mind, I'm interviewing with 5 people at the same time, entirely in Japanese. So it's like, fuck, like I'm like losing my mind the entire interview, trying to like formulate the words and stuff, because a lot of the things that I wanted to say, I had forgotten the words from, which I should have maybe done a little bit of due diligence, but it was such a short notice that I had gotten that email, so it was just like hard for me to keep up. And you know what, they told me I did well, but the guy that had his arms crossed the entire interview, he was just like, you know what, this isn't your talk show, you kind of talk a little bit too much. And it was such a blow to the gut. I was just like, this guy's like such a douchebag. Like, if you feel that way, you don't kind of tell that to people. You're just like, okay, but that's kind of the point of the interview. You're supposed to talk. But yeah, that guy, just fuck him. Really, he really didn't have anything to add that was important to the conversation or anything, but he was just there, so whatever. But everyone else is super nice. But after the interview was done, I was just like, I'm kind of done. I did my best, and sadly they said no, but I kind of like, after the interview, I was like hoping they would say yes, and then I started thinking, it's like, no, what they're offering me is not commensurate. It's a little, it's not enough, especially to move back to Japan, even though I want to go. And I'm more content with where I'm at, working different game projects, drawing stuff, being my own boss. It feels a little bit more fulfilling. So I'm more focused on that at the moment. And I was just like, maybe like I just don't want to take the job. And then they emailed me and they're like, no. Their email was literally like, no, thank you. Thank you, but no. If I had to translate it. Which is really funny, but I'm okay. I didn't really care. I was like, I mean, it was just like a random shot in the dark. I did my best, and it's fine. But I think that's a sign that I'm like perfectly fine where I'm at, so I don't have to worry too much. So I was just hoping. It's like I kind of like, my hope was that they would have said no, or they wouldn't have offered anything good. Because like if they offered something good, I probably would have taken it. I'm like, okay, sure, fine. But right now, I'm like, nah, I'm kind of happy. But yeah, I think all things considered, whatever, I'm okay. And then what else happened last week? Oh, I have a lot I want to talk about, but I had family come over, not to my house specifically, but they were here, and we went to the beach during the weekend to celebrate a family member's birthday. It was like my entire, like, you know, my mom's side of the family, like everyone was here with the exception of my brother and his wife, and we had a blast. I got sunburnt again because I apparently never learned my lesson. And yeah, everyone drank a lot and everyone had fun. I ended up being the bartender for most of the weekend because I'm not supposed to drink a lot. And even then, I don't like drinking very much anymore. So, like bartender and chef, because I cooked a lot. I made food for the trip and everything before we left. So, but yeah. Again, I apologize for the lack of streams and stuff. I'll make it up this week. I'll try to do like my usual 3 streams and then an extra one if I can. Now, for mundane things, I ordered a monitor today. Okay, let's see if this is working. So I'm gonna try and get this running. Just give me a second. So let's see here. Start server. Oh, there we go. Finally. Hell yeah. Hell yes. Finally. Okay. I apologize to the dev of VTube Studio. I apologize to the dev of VTube Studio, but it was an issue with my phone because Apple just decides when it wants to work and when it doesn't. So yeah, I had to just update my phone. It works now, I guess. Damn it, we could have been. I mean, it wasn't that chaotic, but it was pretty. You know, there's a lot going on. I can't properly explain it. And somehow I still got work done. So that's good. All right, this character wanted to be like an older sister type, so her post kind of has to fit whatever. Also, I wanted to talk about something. Okay, who knows what a clapper is? It's been bugging my mind the entire fucking week. And it's gonna be one of those things where I'm probably the only one that is even mildly peeved at it. Does anyone remember what a clapper is? Because I can find the video for it right now if you don't know what a clapper is. And no, it's nothing sexual. So I'm putting those ideas to rest right now. The thing you clap in terms. Okay, yeah. It's annoyingly like. How do I explain it? It's annoying. It's annoyingly fucking. Okay, the clapper had this like really annoying but catchy song. Okay, here I'll find it. Commercial. Okay, let me see if I can. Let me look for browser source. Let's see if this works. I can't read. Oh, there we go. Browser. I was looking for browser source and then. Okay. So if you don't know what the clapper is, great. I'm very stupid. That's not what I was supposed to do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But for people that don't know, I think I need to show this to the world. Okay. Here's what it is.
Has this ever happened to you? Presenting the clapper. Lets your appliances turn on and off just by clapping. Clap on the music. It's easy. Just plug the clapper into any household outlet, then plug in your lamp, TV, or stereo.
Clap on, clap off.
For places hard to reach, the clapper makes it easy. Plus, the clapper comes with an extra feature to make your home more secure. Turn to the away function, and your lights turn on at the first sound it hears. Minutes later, they turn off. And the clapper resets to help protect your home. Leave your appliances plugged into the clapper, and your lights will go on, turning away unwanted guests.
Clap on,
Bon,
clap off.
bon.
The clapper.
Clap on, Clap off, clap on, clap off, clap off. Okay, that's a fucking clapper. And I had an argument.
Would you build a website for a major brand with more than 200 million users using Wix? Well, we did.
Wait, excuse me. Where is this coming from?
I'm Sivana. I'm an R&D manager here at Wix. Today I want to show you
Oh.
how to use our own platform, creating some...
Fuck off. Okay. Okay, so my issue with the clapper is, I had this argument with a family member. And I was arguing, the clapper is probably the stupidest invention. In theory, I see where they're coming from, but the clapper is incredibly stupid because the concept is that you turn things on without touching them. But, okay. Clapper. Okay, listen. I'm gonna look up the clapper on the Wikipedia. No. James Clap. No. Clapping cheeks? No. Okay, clapper. Wiki. Okay. Clapper. God damn it. I can't. The clapper. Come on. Everybody knows that. The clapper is. Okay. Here it is. It's a sun-activated electric switch sold by the San Francisco in 1984. Although the clapper it's triggered by noises, but if you have loud dogs, it essentially sucks. It doesn't work because you're you need a very quiet fucking house for that to work. Like, your house has to be very quiet because if it activates by clapping, it will be activated by other things. Because it calls it the clapper because they're like, oh, they're expecting people to, clap or do some human noise to turn it on and off. But you could essentially just have it like a yelling match or a little kid screaming around and stomping around, and it's just going to turn on and off. And you're gonna have like a flickering lamp. So, also when you go to sleep, like, what the fuck? Like, you have to clap loudly for that thing to hear you. It's not like you can quietly clap. That doesn't work. You have to manually turn the lamp off, which fine. But the whole point is that you don't touch the electric appliance that you want to turn on and off, but you have to because lo and behold, you're clapping. It's a clapper. So if you're clapping some cheeks, that device, yeah. And I mean, if you're with a screamer, like, obviously. I don't know, like, okay, again, I think in theory the clapper was in like a good direction, but in practice it's probably the worst. And I think that's why it never like took off, and it was sold on TV because it was like the stupidest idea. Eventually we came up with smartphones, smart devices and stuff like that. But I still think that the best way is just fucking go to the thing and turn it on and off. You don't need a fucking thing to control. I also had this argument with my uncle who enabled his entire home to Alexa. And I'm like, I don't think I would want AI to just control my house. Like, I can see the faucets and maybe the outside lights, but I don't really need everything to be device enabled. Like, if I just want to turn on the TV, I just go and pick up the controller. And if the controller has a voice, it has the voice thing, like most of the Samsungs or Android TVs do. Yeah, I'll turn it to turn the fuck off, but it has there are shorter and simpler ways to turn things off, like TVs. When you go turn off TV, or you have to yell I don't want to say Siri or anything like that, so I'm gonna say the Amazon device, turn off my TV. You're yelling, it's easier to pick up a remote and just turn it off. I don't know. I just feel like it's it reminds me of that fucking juicer that was electronic juicer, and it had to connect to the Wi-Fi, and you could have only bought specific packets of juice, and people found out that you could buy the packets of juice and just like it's faster to just either cut it open or like press it yourself. I don't know. I just think that for some reason it made me irrationally angry thinking about the clapper. And that's it. Also, AI assistants hear everything you say, so basically AI knows everything you want to say. Yeah. I don't know. I think, I mean, it's a small tangent, but I don't like clappers. I don't like the clapper. I thought it was a stupid invention. It didn't pave the way to the wireless electronics. I think that was already on the way. Especially with in that era, like remote controls were like a huge thing, because back then the remote controls were the kids. Parents would be like, hey, can you change the channel? And you have to go over and like change it. I don't know. I think the clapper's just a stupid invention. I think the clapper's just a stupid invention. There are some products that are like uniquely sold on TV that I think are fine, but anytime like you watch a product and you go like, have you ever had this happen to you? And it's just like someone's like cooking and they're clearly like not holding anything in place. Like they're barely holding onto the thing, and it's like they just drop it, like intentionally drop it. And then they're like looking at the sky, raising their hands, and they're like, if only I had the Cockmaster Pro. And it's like, okay, I see where this is going. But again, it's not like the audience that they were trying to sell those things to. Mostly, I want to believe older people that just have nothing better to do, and they think that, because that's why like they always have old people in those commercials that are like clumsy. Oh, I forgot the music. Okay, I was so engrossed in the clapper debacle that, you know, the only clapping I want in my house is some cheeks, and then maybe if a birthday comes along. Okay, so now I want her to be like, need to, is this a little bit, again, I'm going very simple today. I'm gonna do some character design. This character is supposed to be short, but proportionally it doesn't matter much at the moment. here. Okay, now I'm gonna go for an extra layer. I'm gonna go grab this. So I'm gonna go here. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. I'm gonna go over here, grab this. Let me change those. Okay. Another thing that happened, well, it was mostly today. This, you're asking about these characters. Well, this character that I'm working on is gonna be, well, how do I explain it? Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be part of an, like, a game intended for not younger than 18-year-olds. But, it's gonna have like a completely normal version, or like not normal, just like a completely safe version. But I'm not gonna say too much about it until like I have more, because I'm like only at the planning stage and design phase and stuff like that. So I have to pick it up and do a lot of concept and stuff. So it's a lot of work right now. Right, that's why I'm just doing very simplistic designs, because it has to be a concept, and then I have to go show it to my publisher and stuff, and they have to be like, okay, this can definitely work and stuff like that. But yeah, the plan is to make something that will be PC only, which is the adult version, and then the safe for everyone version is just going to be hopefully on the Switch, Xbox, or where we can, you know, throw it at, and then Steam, obviously. But what I can say at the moment is that it's going to be a if you've ever played Star Ocean, it's going to be like that. At least the original Star Oceans. First Departure and Second Journey. At least for this specific game. The one that I'm working on, that it's already mid-development, that one's just gonna stay the same. I'm just gonna keep working on it the same way I've been working on it. So, not adult games, no, but they've been known to toe the line, and there's a lot. Listen, there's a lot of garbage in the Switch, and that's not to say that, like, I don't want to say that my game is like trash, but what I want to get at is that there is a lot of stuff on the Switch that is just like questionable. But I'm not gonna put an adult game in there. Like, obviously it's gonna be edited down. It's gonna be a version that can be put on the Switch. That's the idea. Yeah. So I'm working with a company called Koopa Games. You can look at them up. They're very good. They offer a lot of services too. But yeah, it's a pretty good developer. They make They published a few titles already, but it's relatively new in the grand scheme of things. They should be on Steam if you look for them. Just make sure that you have, you know, whatever filter you have off. They do have a Twitter, yes. It should be Koopa Games. Or just Koopa, I don't know. This is very messy, but I'm okay with this. I just need to be less close up when I'm drawing face. It needs to be a little smaller. Okay. Let's see. Let's fix this arm. So we go this way. I want her. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about. Hands being perfect. That's not something that I gotta worry about right now. But let's do all these. Okay, so let me show you a trick. It's pretty cool. Hey Nadi, welcome to the stream. So let me show you something really cool. So now what I'm going to do is section the body off, right? And then here you notice how the head is kind of weird. So what we do is turn this. I'm actually going to go black. So what we do here is add some. Okay, first off, I'm going to grab the entire area that's on the outside, flip it, and actually go a little darker. Go here, and drop this down, drop this here. Okay, now we're good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this part here, which is the head, right? Control X. And I go head, BAP. We're gonna go with sectioning this part here. That's gonna be our torso. And I'll explain why I'm dividing it up like that. So head, torso. Okay. And then, so now we have it sectioned off. Tuck, tuck. Let's go ahead and fill the areas that are missing. Okay, so I gotta erase this. So we're missing something here, right? So let's go ahead. In the lower half, we want to go ahead and do this. So okay, again, the reason why I want to do this is because if I want to change something, it's much easier. Specifically, like if I have to resize the head because it's a little too large, which in this phase doesn't matter too much, but it helps organize things. So now all I'm missing is the face, which it's gonna go in this folder. Face. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab this, grab that. I'm gonna mark it. So now, in this part, I have to think about the character because this is clearly the face, right? So, how do I want her eyes to look? What expression do I want her to have? I guess in this sense, for the story, she is kind of like, there's going to be 4 main characters, 3 minimum, 4 maximum. And each is just going to be like an archetype. And this is supposed to be the big sister type. So this is where I can go experiment a little bit. And I can go, let's see here. I'm gonna go, I can be very much like, oh, she's just gonna be the type that has the eyes closed all the time. Yeah, I'm not concerned about it looking bad or good. I don't know. She could be that type. She could be that type, or maybe she can have narrow but pleasant eyes. Totally a valid option. I personally, I'm not that huge a fan of the older female with the eyes closed trope. Just like the eyes closed character, I'm not a huge fan of those tropes. Don't know why. It just doesn't click with me, I guess. So I'm gonna do something. I do like the narrow eyes better as an option. again, I feel like narrow eye, like the closed eyes are just like a cop out. I don't know. Feels much more fluid if you just draw your character with all their eye, like their entire features showing. I mean, the trope is still better than the 700-year-old lily. Yeah. Just don't care. I think the trope is funny in a general sense. I don't know. You do want her with big lips, so in the meantime, I'm gonna give her that. I'm gonna give her long eyelashes. Oh, that's maybe a little too much. Yeah, okay. I see this working better. It's a little bigger. Yeah, okay, so the fun thing about this face when you're designing character and doing it this way is that you don't worry too much about being 100% anatomically correct, and you're just more focused on the character itself, which is the whole point of what you're doing this. And it lets you, you know, worry about what your character looks like, what they, like, you know, what their clothing is like. Now, right. So my idea for this character is that she's short, but it's, I mean, again, it's not showing in this because it's not, she's gonna be kind of short stacky, so I need to fix the torso a little bit too. This mostly will give me a better idea of what I'm doing, so I don't get lost. Okay. All right. So here, this is the part where I'm gonna go ham. Here, I started sketching a Tharja comic. I already have. Oh wow, that's crazy. You really like Tharja, huh? Tharja's a good character. I like her. I'm more partial to Rajat though, for some reason. Okay, here I'm gonna do the booba. So let's see. Because I want her to be short and really busty, it's better if I go ahead and start making the proportions somewhat to... I mean, she's a funny character. I think Tharja is like one of the better characters they have in that game. I'm not that huge on Awakening. I feel like Awakening had a few good moments, but kind of set a terrible precedent for the entire series, I think. Not the characters themselves, just like a lot of the mechanics and the way that the games are like a lot easier. And then it comes in, what was it? Fire Emblem Echoes, which is probably one of my favorite Fire Emblem games. And it does everything right, and it modernizes old Fire Emblem. It actually makes it challenging, where it's like, you can't just grind your way like out of it. They actually make everything harder. And I did enjoy that game a lot. Because it, you know, made it hard. It wasn't just like, oh, you can't, like, you're not gonna grind yourself out of this. It gave it challenge, and it made it feel rewarding when you get to the final level. Let's see here. Here, I'll send it to you directly. Just give me a second. Let me save this. One second. Where's Work Weekly? There you go. Okay, I sent it to you. You should be able to check it. Okay, where was I? Okay. So, let's fix the booba. Okay, so let me see. Again, this I'm gonna clean it later. Right now, again, it's more focused on being smart about the design of the character itself than, oh, I want this to be, you know, a masterpiece. You should share that Naoki video, it's really good. Okay. Let's see, that one boob is weird. It's weirdly huge. Does it need to be that huge? There we go. Oh, it's balanced. No, it's not. This has to be lower. It's just a little bit bigger. There. Okay. Yep, there we go. Because all in all, let me show you something. If I were to do this, this is what the silhouette looks like. Now, I want the character to be recognizable. So, let's see. Now, what the next step is thinking about what I want to do next is to think about, okay, so I don't want to think about the hair yet. I need to make some notes. So let's make some notes. The character's supposed to be a sheep herder, but she has a noble upbringing, and I am not sure if I want her to be to make like a specific race, kind of like if you've ever played Grand Blue, like the short stack girls that are like big boob and then have like animal ears and stuff like that. Not sure if I want something like that, or her entire motif is either based on a collie, which is a sheep herder dog, or do I want her to be a sheep motif? I'm leaning more towards having her motif be sheep, and then having her or ram, and having it so she is like of a species of animal, or like a girl with animal features. So it's something that I need to think about, but because we're on the planning phase, that's totally something that I can play around with, and I will do right now, starting with doing something like this. So let me show you. I can go ahead and give her the animal ears that I was talking about. There we go. So that's one option. So let's do here. Ears. And then I'll go with naming this sheep. Let's do another one. Let's do human. Turn this off and just give her human ears. Good, and just do that. Let's human ears, and then lastly I'll do two more actually. So I'm gonna do cow and do also, if I do sheep, let me go back to the sheep. I'm gonna do sheep. I kind of want to do this thing where do the sheep eyes. Yeah, I like that. So we go human, and then let's do cow. And start here with, oh God, okay, 1 second. Giving her bigger ears that are more floppier. So you will still do your other style like in both? I mean, this is, okay, this is only for design purposes. when it comes to like a full drawing, I'm gonna keep doing mine stuff. Nothing's gonna change. This is only for design purposes, really. It's just to make the design aspect of making a character easier. It's also like something that I'm just studying because it's trying to do and see if I like this better. When it comes to making characters and stuff like that, because sometimes I focus too much on giving them the right pose, the right stuff, and I spend too much time trying to make everything correct before I even get into the design part. And this speeds things up because it helps you define the character better. It gives you an idea, and then you can change a lot of things without having to worry about minor details that you might probably forget later on when you draw them again. But this is like one approach that I'm just trying. And I'm really enjoying it because it just lets me think about the character. And I'm not worried about... Also, if we go with cow, horns. But, and then again, last set of ears, collie. This is for simplifying the design. This is very smart. Yeah, exactly. So let me God. Let me see. What did I want to look for? Dawn. Collie. Yeah. Collie. Collie has like droopy ears. Well, yeah, the ears are kind of droopy, so if I do the Collie route, obviously the ears is going to be kind of like, we're going to have like a droopy ear. Here. All right. Okay, so at the moment, I need to think about, okay, do I like the cow? Do I like the human ears? Do I like the sheep version? And to be honest, not a big fan of the collie stuff, even if the ears are droopy. There's going to be a girl that's based on a fox, so I might not go this, just for the sake of variety, not to have two canine inspired girls. Cow. I could see it kind of working. I'm just not sure because cows are not really herders in general, and as much as I like cowgirls, I need to think about overall. She's going to be the tank, so that's kind of an option there. Sheep and ram are kind of more if you were to put them in. Well, the sheep are cowards, kind of. But if you were to put like a ram is more aggressive, more DPS style. So a human, it's Grand Moon, so I then go with Granbu La Diva. Oh, God. La Diva. La Diva's great. But La Diva, if I'm not mistaken, so my internet's kind of shit lately. I don't know why. La Diva. Fuck you, Google. Yeah, La Diva's great, but I mean, he's a bull. It's like a wrestling bull. And quite frankly, I was thinking of making her more of Lancer, like a dragoon or something like that. I'm a fine lady. You're right. Why don't you have a link to your other games on your social media? Because this is the only other game that I'm working on, and it's a project in development. And the other game that I'm working on, that's being worked on, it's on my it's an adult game, and I don't want to really attach it to my quote-unquote safe for work social media, so I'm trying to like balance that out. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna keep both. I'm not gonna go with human. I definitely want to do something animal. I'm gonna keep both, and then I'm just gonna move on with. Let me give her the horns for this one. Just to but the thing now that the more that I think about it, I want her to be very like soft-spoken, fluffy, and mostly with cowgirls that usually you get that. But in the grand scheme of things, when I think of her as a character, if I were to put her in this, like on Earth, she would be a Kiwi, or like from New Zealand, because of sheeps. And I would imagine her having like a thick New Zealand accent, maybe. So I'm not really sure that I would want to go with cow, but again, as I said, I'm going to keep it because I want to move on to other aspects of her design, which the hair is what I'm mostly concerned on. Because the hair is going to take a while, because I need to think about stuff that I like. Etc. Horn design, don't care much for it right now. I need to just keep that as a reference, because then when I get back to checking everything else, I'm going to move forward with this one first. So the hair. Make her best friend a kiwi birds. Well, this girl, which is kind of the main character, is mostly going to be inspired from a phoenix or a quetzalcoatl. So I still have more stuff to work on her. It's in black and white because her colors are going to be a little different, but I need to debate on that. So yeah, anyways, let's get on with the hair. So the first thing I want to work on is, okay, so I'm going to bring up some references that I need. Let's see. inspiration folder. Sheep herder. I'm gonna go pick her out. Right. And one more. Just because I'm bouncing around. No, it's the same character. Literally. What engine is the game using? Godot. And we're planning for Godot. Again, we're still in documentation and concept phase. Nothing is yet. We're still in planning. Pre-planning. I'm gonna go with this for now, because at the moment I'm trying to think of like different kinds of hair. This one's more. I do like this one for like a more noble feel, so I'm gonna use that one for inspiration. The more like. We have maybe something like that. Let me make sure that she has long ones. But if we're going with nobility, maybe some. Well, that's something that I'll define in a different iteration of the hair. Maybe she does have like a. Maybe it has like a crown of sorts or whatever. Let's see. So I'm gonna move this one over here, and then I'm gonna grab it and move it. Call it Hero 1. I need to pull up our original design. So give me 1 second. suede. Okay, yeah, okay. Original design was this. I think I'm gonna go with the sheep motif now that I think about it, because originally she had that. So I'll save the cowgirl for something else. So I'm gonna keep her original intention intact. But this is the part that I need to do some thinking about and see how do I go about her clothing and stuff. Also, I'm realizing this looks like what's that lady from Spy Family, Yor? It looks a little bit like Yor. So I might change it. It's a little too much like Yor, so I'm gonna erase that. This. Let's see if going with her original art was kind of like, so she had this, right? I can't wait to get my second monitor. Damn. Stuff was kind of like all the way over here, but yeah. What? No, go away. I hate misclicking on things. Now, okay. Fuck off, eh? Alright, so let me go over here. Yeah, she had this thing over here. Okay. Then for the back of her hair, I can do something like, so first off, yeah, like this. And now I can draw. It's all sorts of wavy, but let's see here. Let me see what some of these characters are doing. There's, man, I don't want to have all my characters have long hair, but I do like long hair a lot. And then maybe it might be a problem. Maybe it's like a me problem. So what I'm going to do is, maybe we go this way. And I don't make it too long, but more like unkempt. Make her look fluffier or something. Like make her hair look floaty. Okay, I like all these like things that are going on here. This I like a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Okay. So this is one option. So we got one. let's do another option. I'm gonna do the most expected thing that you could do for a design when it's a big sister type. So I'm gonna do covered hair, right? But instead of doing it in a way where like it falls, I'm gonna do it where she's clipped it. I'm gonna do like a small clip here, where she's clipped it at the bottom here with some item. I don't know what. And then it just flips like that. Let's roll it like that. Makes her look more like a mom. I don't know if that's what because there's a character that's gonna be more like that, but I'm gonna go, you know what, instead of doing that, I'm gonna go like mash for a fake go, where she has her hair covered and it's all of this is covered, but instead and not have her bangs be so long. So overall, I want it maybe something like this. Duplicate this because I don't want to have to do that again. And not long hair, but let's do shorter hair. Yeah, it's just shorter hair. Nope, I don't like the way this one looks. Shorter hair. Okay, and let's do a few more. So I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate that. Yep, shit. Let's do, let's see here. What's up? Clean this up. I'm gonna do a hair type that I don't usually do. So, this here. Too small. It's gonna have a helmet, so I need to think about that. Okay, so I got this. Okay. Use a little bit more flare, so I'm gonna go and reduce the size of the brush so I can. And instead of having her have this, like, would be something more akin to it's an option. So I'm gonna grab everything here. Frostbite engine. Now again, it's Godot. Originally it was gonna be Unity, but Unity is shit, so we're going with Godot. Especially because we have programmers that understand how the thing works. So here are 3. So we have this one. I'm more partial to her original design, like this one, because it's more floaty. It's more like, because in this case, yeah, it's more. This one here, for example, is more flowy. She's a dancer, so the hair flows more. In here, I want it to look more unkempt because it's more cozy. She's a more like fluffy character. She's like tank. Because the way I want to build the team is around having here. Let's go here. It's having 4 characters, 2 DPS, mage, and tank, and she'd be the tank. It's how I'm building this. Unity is strange. Yeah, it is. They want to add microtransactions to it and everything. It just doesn't make any sense. This one I'm not feeling it. This one I'm not feeling it either. This one so far is my favorite. But I don't like having one option, so I'm gonna try and work a different one. Again, if she is sort of like a noble, maybe I can give her that sense of nobility. But again, I need to work this in. Let's see. Let's duplicate this. Let's clear this. Let's clear that. So again, let's go over here, pick this out. I'm gonna move this over here like that. I think I have an idea of what I want to do with her hair. So maybe this is an option where it's tightly picked up, right? She has it's just like tightly packed. Okay, and then for her back, I was thinking maybe we do, oops, something like this. We give her like a huge bun, 2 really big buns, side like that. I mean, I'm largely spitballing here, so let's see. I don't want to do like this on the bottom here, but it does add an air of nobility if it's picked up hair, but it does make her look like a mom. So, I'm not going for mom energy, I'm going for big sister vibe. So, maybe she can have the twin tails. Nope. That's one option. That is one option. However, comma, I'm going to do one last option for hair. Do one last option. Let's go ahead and do this, where we have this thing in the middle. This thing in the middle. We have the flaps here. But I'm gonna do the flaps that do that. Something like this. What do I do for the back? That's kind of what I need to think about, honestly. So if we go this way, we go that way. I can do the long hair option where we're doing the fluffy thing again, but it's sort of like divided like that. This is one option, but I don't know, I'm not sure. I'll duplicate this. And then instead of doing this option like that, I'm gonna go ahead and just do this. Let's see here. Yeah, I think to be quite honest, I nailed it the first time I designed her in terms of hair, which is just going with this, which I had here. And her expression is a little too much mom-like, so I'm gonna go ahead and readjust that. And another issue that I'm having here is the head, where this hand here is very much a mom thing. Again, that's why when you're designing characters, you need to think about when you first assign them to try and get the concept of the character correct. Not pose-wise, but if you want to draw like a mom character, a lot of these things are fine, but I'm going for a big sister type, which is a tier below mom, and big sisters tend to be very, well, I mean, I don't have a big sister, but in terms of like anime, video games, and stuff like that, big sisters tend to be very protective, and more playful than mom types, where mom types tend to be very ditzy, and so for this character, I want to very much focus on having a more energetic nature to her. So I'm gonna erase this part of the torso and readjust a few things. And actually, let's do the hair again. Actually, gonna do that thing here, where it's low. I gotta move the head back a little bit. Let's move the face, the ears. Yeah, everything up until this point needs to move back. Nope.
So, moving forward, I need to. It's not word. Yeah. Red. Vert. And for this, here. Right. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Okay. That's somewhat okay. For hair, let's see. Honestly, I've been thinking about getting back into art because of you. Oh, that's great. I'm really happy to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, give it a shot. Yeah, for this character, okay, so not really feeling this one. This one's okay, this one's fine. Reminds me a little bit of Shirahoshi, so I'm gonna look her up. Shirahoshi. Oh yeah, no, just give it a go. Please draw. Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm not gonna go with Shirahoshi. This one or this one, I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep this one just to present it, but I think I nailed this one the first time, so. So her head is a little too tight. Whatever. Okay. So we got these options. I'll stream for like maybe 10, 20 more minutes. So I'm gonna try and get... Now that we got the hair, I think another important thing that we need to consider here is... What I did for her? Okay, the clothing I put it... Okay. So let's do clothing. And the most important thing for me is first layer, and then a subfolder where we drop it here and call it 1. Because here, I'm going to do another layer, and I'm going to go with something, okay, this color, okay. So, in this case, I need to think about what kind of clothing she's going to wear. Being like a sheep herder, she needs something that's a little more... yeah, but it's not going to matter because she's going to be wearing armor and stuff. So, let's see here. Definitely not her. I need something for it. No, this isn't going to help me. Okay, this is a little bit more approximate to something that she could wear. I don't see her wearing a lot of frills. This part I always get stuck on because I spend a lot of time thinking about what's her armor like. But if I go based on the original design, for example, there's something that I can work with here. And that's the clothing have this window here that I can use. This. And then you can add like an emblem. Or, actually, you know what? Formidable. I do like a lot of the stuff that they do for the screener from clipboard. So here's Formidable. Let's see. I want to go with Dido. Yeah, oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Yeah, here's a very, very good improvement to... here's a very good improvement to that move window that I wanted to work on. So, here we go to clipboard. You can see on top right. So that move window. So instead, I'm gonna take a page out of Dido, and I'm gonna go. Let's erase that, and instead do something that she wears. Also, this is good because it helps keep consistency with this girl. So I'm gonna go and no, I do want to keep the windows. So let's see what illustration is. So instead, I can have something like this. She's supposed to be kind of like, and it's not a skin tight, but this kind of doesn't make any sense at the moment. But I don't want to scrap it because I do want to keep this. in her original design, she had something that went like that. So instead of nope, that's not. That's where we take a look at what some of these girls look like. Okay, so I'm gonna take a page out of this book. Hey, Yugore. So what I'm gonna do here is go darker, paint some armor here. Oops, paint some armor here. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'll figure out something. I want to keep the boob window. Or the boob window doesn't necessarily have to be on the bottom. It can be in the middle, like here. And then goes like that. Nope. Do like the bottom window better. But that I'll figure out at some point. So let's see here. But this is very maid-like, so okay, here's something that I do like. So let's do this. I do like this aspect, but because I want her to have like a lot of this part is hard. I don't want her to. I do want her to have some leggings here for her armor. That way, she has these things like that. Okay. For her top, this is gonna be a tremendous work. Originally I had her boob window being this long, so maybe instead I can have the boob window be something like that. You just keep it all the way to the top. And I'll add like an armor here that helps cover this. Goes here. Something along the lines of high heel armor. The hair makes it very hard for me. Yeah, this looks like a stripper outfit, so no. So again, let's look around. I do like... this more for her. Something like this. Because it's more pertaining to her noble upbringing, which is supposed to be part of her character. It's like a noble sheep, but it's so hard. Especially making something memorable. So why is this so small? So, especially wanting her to be like a tank. Yeah, she's simpler, but don't want to use this design, so. Maybe this is something that I can work with. So, what we can do is no. Again, there's something weird. Okay, maybe if I did something like this. Yeah, this is giving me a lot of trouble. Let me... Actually, Joffrey's not a bad source of inspiration. Joffrey's not a really bad source of inspiration, now that I think about it. I do want... I say this every each time. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Also, I think the boob on the here is a little. It's just a little off-putting for some reason. I mean, just a tiny bit. There we go. I think that's better. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I can move on with the. So, Fuck. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to figure this out. Because it's not a design that I'm not used to working in this type of capacity. Or like armor and stuff. Maybe if we go ahead and original design again was something like this. What can I use from this design? Essentially nothing, now that I think about it. It's not a very tanky design. But Dido, we got. It's very gothic, and this is a little bit more. Yeah, there's a lot of skin showing, and I need to do something like that. I think we all belong in the shadow stables. I think I found a character that might be a good source of inspiration. Okay. So maybe see if this works. Let's see. Welcome to Icon Village. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna add some buns here. See something here. Look at some references that I have here. You know what? Maybe I could do something even simpler. I don't really have to go all out. But what was her name? There's okay, so maybe I could go with this character as base. So instead of having her usual thing. See how she's... Okay, so there's that. No. I do like the direction this is going though. So I like maybe... Maybe instead... Because then I get the buttons like here. Yep. Okay, well, okay, there's something that I'm sort of okay with. I'm trying to look through here. If there's anything that I can... I'm looking through references and might have found something that I do like. Okay, so hear me out. This might be a little too much. too close. Okay, no, never mind. I worked in a character recently that was a little too similar to that. Never mind. Sorry. I'm trying to, like, here's the problem. It's not that I'm worried about making like a magnum opus of a character, but I want something that's fun. You know what? I'm gonna consider this route, but only because I want to have an option. So instead, how was it? So I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna go with her original design, but here's a caveat. I'm gonna give her like I'm gonna steal a little bit from Fire Emblem and base her design, her outfit a little bit on Faye. Now, another thing that I want to do is a little. And she's supposed to be like a sheep herder. And I might be so bold to lower this a little bit. And to push it a little further, the armor that I want to give her is just I'm gonna do like something that ties around the back. And then she's just gonna be full of this. Maybe something like that. Let's see here. And then give her armor on her legs. Do the same here, I guess. So, I'm gonna try a different layer, and instead, this time, I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna go ahead, adjust, no, for fuck's sake, she's supposed to be a tank, so, okay, let's see here. Oh, my fucking back. I'm gonna take a page out of this book and do this, but open the window here. Let's see. Should figure this out, but I could do something like that. Okay. Okay, well, I'm stumped, really. I'm really stumped. Because I want to think about her nobility, but I do want... There's a lot of things I need to think about in this, in terms of this character. Yeah, I'm stumped. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do much for the rest of the night, unless I do a little bit more research on my own time. But, how long have I been streaming for? 2.5 hours? Okay, I think that's more than enough. I'm not gonna try and keep forcing, something to come out if I'm just stuck. Here. Really quick, let's go to the living room. Second.
Walter. Put your dick away, Walter. I'm not having sex with you right now, Walter.
Okay, so... I don't know if tomorrow or Wednesday I'll do the... It's either tomorrow or Wednesday I'll do... Not Pokemon Nuzlocke or the Nutlock. It's gonna be Metal Gear. I do need to continue playing that game. Second... But then later in the week I will do Pokemon. And I might play a third game this week. I can't confirm or deny, but for the purposes of my own research, I might buy a specific game that I need to play and just make notes on and stuff. So who knows? Or I might go out of my way and get Stray or something like that. Oh wait, what game comes out? Okay, okay, shit. I forgot. This week is Xenoblade 3, so I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I'm sorry I didn't do a whole like a ton, and that I was gone for like a week. But I hope you know, things can start picking up again, and I can continue streaming again. So let me walk you guys out. All right, everyone, have a good night, and I will see you guys either tomorrow or Wednesday. Take care, everyone. Good night.